Bro, get you some money, you gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this is the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man.
Man, so some wonderful news that Nipsey Hussle and his children just hit the internet. His kids is finally eating off his estate that's worth millions of dollars. It say that Black Sam multiplied the estates from 2 million to 11 million and then gave it to his daughter directly when she hit 17.
7 years. That's how long it took. 7 years of courtrooms, custody battles, family conflict, and legal proceedings stretching across the entire lifespan of a little girl's childhood. But today, it is finally over. Nipsey Hussle's daughter, Imani Asghedom, has officially inherited $11 million from her father's estate. In the court battle that stood between her and that inheritance involved a woman many are calling her stepmother. Years of family warfare, and one of the most complicated celebrity estate cases in recent hip-hop history. But yo, before you think you already know how this story ends, let me tell you right now, you don't. Because this wasn't just about money, this was about custody, about family loyalty, about who had the right to raise Nipsey's child, about who controlled one of hip-hop's most valuable posthumous estates, and about what happens when a visionary dies without every legal document in place. This case touched everything: guardianship hearings, probate court, public scrutiny, social media drama, and years of tension between people who all claim to love the same man. And what finally brought it to a close in 2026 is a story that's more emotional, more complicated, and more powerful than any headline has been able to capture. So what's good, fam? Whether you've been following this saga from day one, or this is your first time hearing about it, stay locked in, because we're going all the way in on exactly what happened, what Imani actually inherited, what it means for her future, and why Nipsey Hussle's greatest gift to his children was never a song. It was a blueprint. Now let's talk about who Imani Asghedom actually is, because too many people have had her story twisted for years. Imani was born from Nipsey Hussle's earlier relationship with a woman named Tanisha Falk. She came into this world before Nipsey began his high-profile relationship with actress Lauren London, and long before he became the global icon that millions mourned in 2019. Imani grew up knowing her father as Ermias, the man behind the legend. She knew the version of him that existed before the sold-out shows, before the Grammy nominations, before the Forbes features. She knew the version of him that was still grinding, still building, still laying the groundwork for everything that came after. And Nipsey loved that girl deeply. Anyone who followed him closely knew that. He spoke openly about wanting to create generational wealth, not just for himself, but specifically for his children. He wasn't interested in spending everything he made on appearances or luxuries. He was obsessed with ownership. He wanted to leave something behind that would still be producing value, still be feeding his family, long after he was gone. In interviews, he talked about buying back the block, about owning your masters, about understanding that real wealth isn't in your bank account, it's in what you control. He would tell anyone who would listen that the goal wasn't to get rich, the goal was to build something that your kids could inherit and grow. He was modeling a philosophy in real time, and Imani was one of the primary reasons that philosophy mattered so much to him. There's a version of Nipsey Hussle that the world saw: the rapper, the entrepreneur, the community activist, the cultural force. But behind all of that was also just a father who wanted his daughter to be taken care of, who wanted her to never have to struggle the way he once had to struggle, who wanted to make sure that no matter what happened to him, the foundation would still be standing. He couldn't have known how soon that foundation would be tested. He couldn't have known that his daughter would spend her entire teenage years at the center of a legal battle